Well, ladies and gentlemen, yours truly is appropriately dressed as the Red Devil today because Daredevil Born Again dropped a doozy of a trailer last night. Now, I say that with absolute pretentiousness because I have not seen the trailer yet, but from the reaction and from what people have actually said today in that part place where, wait for it, shock horror, a trailer that had no girl boss in sight. Now, that could probably all change later on in the show, so I wouldn't get my hopes up too much in that respect, but I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch this Disney trailer and see if it does live up to some potential.
Eat lightning and shit thunder with Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Rated R. Starts Friday, June 22nd at theaters everywhere.
Yeah! It's yours truly, JK, on Kung Fu Hot Dog with the Karate Hong Kong Fooey chop. Yeah! And without further ado, folks, let's get into this trailer reaction. And before I do that, what does it actually score at the moment? 21.3 million subscribers. I tell you what, that is not far off from 9 million views. That is nuts. And that's in 19 hours. Oh my God, only I could wish for such viewing figures on my videos. But without further ado, folks, let's get into this. I might interrupt it a couple of times more, just depends. Let's go back.
Thank you for finding the time.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
I gotta say, Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, you just can't get better than that. Like back in the day, I would see certain actors with shaven heads and I thought, hey, you know what? That guy could be a good version of Kingpin. But honestly, just when you see Mr. D'Onofrio, it's the blueprint, isn't it? Oh man, it's so good. But anyway, carry on. Marvelous Television presents.
A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, I've come up in the world.
They're back.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Oh, so it's Mayor Wilson Fisk.
I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
Because he killed somebody innocent.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
The city can't go unchecked.
Bullseye!
Sometimes peace needs to be broken. And chaos.
Wait a minute. That's not Jennifer Garner, is it? Or is that the other chick? Oh, is that... That's not meant to be Elektra Nachios, is it? Or is that somebody else, another character? I don't think it's Elektra, because they'll have to bring back Elodie Young. She was the Elektra from the original Daredevil series, and I really liked her. I thought she was excellent. This has got to be somebody else.
The chaos must reign.
Oh, Frank Castle.
I'm not gonna hatch it down. I was raised to believe in grace.
Oh, hang on. I recognize that dude. That's the Saints of the New York Saints. Hang on. That's yeah, do you know who that guy is? That's the late great James Gandolfini's son. That's him right there. I mean, he's such a spitting image of his dad. That is so crazy, man.
Hey, Doc, it's me, Tony. Commander Soprano's nephew.
Well, if it's about your uncle, you'll have to call my office.
Well, you might need a new secretary. I don't think you're getting all your messages.
Holy shit. I'm glad he's in it.
But I was also raised.
Ooh.
To believe in retribution.
They are going full hog-tied on this trailer, man. Jesus. Ooh, wow. I have a lot to say about this. Will this make me resubscribe to Disney? Yeah, I might just find one of those special offer coupons where you can just join as a trial and see what happens after that. But when I was going through this trailer, the one thing that I was afraid I might see, and I'm now seeing, is that it doesn't have that Martin Scorsese mean streets feel about it.
I understand you try to help him out because of our family and his family. But that's nice, I understand. But watch yourself. Don't spoil anything.
And just to sort of put that in perspective, when you watch the old series, which by the way, I've got the first two on Blu-ray, like legit copies from Amazon, but unfortunately we haven't got a third season on Blu-ray yet. And now because Disney owns Marvel and ABC, it's just so annoying that we can't get a proper release of that third series on Blu-ray. It's such a shame. In fact, if you had to buy it, you had to go through the torrent route. In other words, people were downloading the torrents of season 3 and selling them as encoded Blu-rays, which I never went for, and 3D packaging, which was very good, and they were sold on Amazon for some bizarre reason. But what I feel looking at this trailer, it lacks that dirty Hell's Kitchen vibe that the first 3 shows definitely captured. So that's a little bit of a concern for me. It might not be for you guys, but it was just great seeing John Bernthal here as the Punisher. John said he would only come back and reprise the character of Frank Castle if he wasn't made to be goofy, like, oh, it's a Disney Frank Castle, he's going to address criminals by their pronouns. And from the looks of it, that is not going to be the case, which is, phew, thank God for that. And yeah, no female girl boss in sight, because who the fuck wants that, right? In a show called Daredevil. I mean, I would even call Karen, obviously, from the Foggy Nelson law firm. I wouldn't say she's a girl boss, but she has her own path and her own demons to deal with, actually, which is good. But this city can't go unchecked, which I like. And again, in the Devil Mask. There's probably some obvious references or nods I'm missing out here on, but to be honest, you want to see my first-hand trailer reaction to this. Is it Michael Gandolfini? Is that the actor I'm thinking of? Is that his name? That's yeah, it was great to see his face pop up there, actually. I'm really excited about that. And oh, I like that. Wilson Fisk there, the half face, pretty cool. Almost like it's a bit of a nod to Banksy there, isn't it? But look, folks, I'm just going to say, off the bat, first impressions, it looks very, very promising. I said I would never watch a reiteration of this show again. Apparently, I think this is 18 episodes. I might be wrong.
A few moments later.
You have got 18 episodes all lined up, it seems, and I presume they've all been filmed, or they're still filming at the moment, I would assume. But that's what they've got lined up for. So it's rather interesting. 18 episodes seems to be a bit of a push, a bit of overcompensation, if you know what I mean. But on that one, folks, I think I'm totally pooped out of things to say about Daredevil, Born Again. But we shall wait. We shall see. And is this the resurgence of Marvel? Because they've got a lot of ground to make up, because a lot of fans, including myself, have been pissed off with their crazy phase 4 of absolute dog shit. And I'm just going to be skeptical, folks. We've been burned before. We know what might be around the corner, but from looking at this, and I don't think, the only reason why I think this could be a return to form for Marvel and for Daredevil himself, because actors like John Bernthal are returning, and he's a very based man, and I don't think he'll put up with any nonsense that's forced into a show like Daredevil. Dark, gritty, a real homage to Martin Scorsese, right? So we'll have to wait and see, folks. But on that one, if you were me and if I were you, you should perhaps return for the next video.